During Children's Moment a few years back, the pastor asked the kids what they knew about the resurrection. Well, they looked around at each other and they didn't quite know what to say. And Johnny raised his hand and said, well, I don't know much about it, but I know if you have a resurrection for more than 4 hours, you need to call a doctor. We're all going to burn for laughing at that. The little old lady went to the post office. She said, I need to mail this Bible to my relatives back east. The clerk says, is there anything breakable in it? She says, only the 10 Commandments. The comedy church is something new to us. We're going to hear later that I guess it's not such a new thing. But to us, it's very new. And we've been doing it now for coming up on a year. And Pastor Jane has been doing this. A lot of you know we had a traditional congregation a few years back, and it was dwindling, not doing great. About the same time, this crazy pastor in San Luis Obispo said, I'd like to do a comedy church. And the district and the church got together, and that's how we became the Brady Bunch. We are still kind of figuring it out, I think you can see. And, but it's been growing. We've been getting more people, and things are developing nicely. But this is where the rubber hits the road. It costs money to run a church. And if you were here a couple weeks ago, you heard Rick Hall singing about the bills and the insurance and the lights and everything under the sun. Our budget here is about $200,000 a year. And if you look around, we get maybe 50, 60 people. That's about $3,000 or $4,000 a person to run the church. Now, obviously not everyone can give $3,000 or $4,000 every year. But if you can, what we're trying to do is develop this church, and we need support. So we're looking to people to not only give, but also to look at grants that may be out there, people you know who may be interested in the idea of a comedy church, and we'd like you to just come forward with suggestions to help us, because we really want to make this go. So I just want to leave you with this. We're really trying, the one thing that doesn't cost any money is laughter. And I hope that you've been getting some laughter from this church in the last few weeks, in the last few months, and even the last year. But I just want you to know life is very short, so you've got to laugh while you can. I want to leave you with this thought. We're an open congregation. Toluca Lake accepts all denominations, but we prefer 50s and 100s.